Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry for being so late, but I'm back today, and today I'm really excited because today I'm going to talk about a very interesting story. Today I'm going to tell you all the story of a real life time traveler. Hey guys, how are you all doing? I missed you. Just like I said, I am back with a very interesting video, but before we get into the video, for those of you all who don't know what this is about, this is actually a new series that I'm doing where I talk about the historical teas like say Secrets of the Lost World, or mysteries or stories that are lost in history. So if you like, if you are interested in stories like that, then maybe consider subscribing to my channel and also hit the notification bell on so that you don't miss any videos from me. And thank you so much for everybody who have been with me throughout this journey. I'm really grateful for every single one of you. You can also follow me on my social media. The link will be in the description box. And I'm gonna not babble anymore. I'm gonna go straight into the video. Okay, so when it comes to time travel, we have had a lot of stories like this of people claiming that they are time travelers. But this one that I'm going to talk about today became very popular in the early 2000s. So you can understand it's very recent. On November the 2nd, 2000, a man by the name of John Titor posted on the internet, and he claimed that he was an American soldier from the year 2036. He came from the year 2036 and he was based on Florida. Now he claimed that he was sent back from the year 2036 to the year 1975 because he needed to retrieve a computer which is named as the IBM 5100, and this mission that he was given with was a part of the government program. Now, why was he given this mission? Like, he claimed that he was given this mission because in his year 2036, all the IBM 5100 machines were destroyed because of an EMP or electromagnetic pulse that actually disables any form of electronic device. So in his time, all the IBMs were disabled. That's why he came back in time to retrieve this 5100 IBM 5100 computer, and this IBM 5100 would be used in his time to debug various legacy computers. Now, why was he chosen for this mission? He claimed that his paternal grandfather was actually responsible and was involved in the assembling of this computer of the IBM 5100. That's why he is the one who was chosen for this mission. Now he was supposed to go back to the year 1975. Then why did he come to 2000, to the year 2000? He said he came to the year 2000 for some personal reasons. He came to meet his family and also to retrieve some pictures which were lost in a war. Now Titor described his time machine, I have written it down quote unquote. So Titor described his time machine as a stationary mass temporal displacement unit powered by two top spin dual positive singularities producing a standard offset Tipler sinusoid, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Now this sounds like a bunch of words put together for me. Like, I don't understand what this means. But if you get it, then good, because it's for you. He also described his time machine in great detail, and he said, this is also for the people who understands, He said that his time machine included two magnetic housing units for the dual microsingularities, an electron injection manifold to alter mass and gravity of the microsingularities, a cooling and X-ray venting system, gravity sensors or a variable gravity lock, 4 main cesium locks, 3 main computer units. I'm so sorry if I pronounce any of these words incorrectly, because this really doesn't make sense to me. He also said that this device was installed in the back of a 1966 Chevrolet convertible. Now, since he's a time traveler, he made various predictions. The first thing he predicted was a civil war. He said that there would be a civil war in the US which has to do something with order and rights, and then this civil war would become more and more intense and would ultimately result in a third world war, and he predicted that this third world war would happen in the year 2015. Another of his prediction was a bit interesting. He said, quote unquote, care to share with me how you solved the overheating problem on your space plane? Now, he posted this. Now, this, people didn't understand this at that point of time. They were like, what is this? What is he saying? But some years after that, there was a space shuttle disaster, which is very famously known as the Columbia Space Shuttle disaster. A piece of the space shuttle's heat insulation broke off, which led to the death of all the crew members who were there inside the space shuttle. So he predicted this event even before it happened. But just like I said, he also predicted the Third World War and he said it would happen in the year 2015, but it didn't happen. Then why did people actually start believing in him? People in mass started believing in him, so much so that he got a cult-like status. Why did all of a sudden people started believing him? The first thing that made people believe in him was that he described several features of the IBM 5100 that were not publicized or that were not out for the public. Only a few people knew about it. Then how did he come to know about those unpublicized features of the IBM? Also, he posted some pictures of his time machine, like he said that he would, and he did post pictures of his time machine. And he also said that his goal is not to be believed, because probably he knew that if somebody comes and tells you that, hey, I'm a time traveler, people are not going to believe him. So he said that his goal is not to be believed. Now, regarding the Third World War, it didn't happen. Of course, Teeter had a very plausible explanation to that. Teeter, now this is where things get a bit complicated. Teeter said that the Everett Wheeler model of quantum physics is true, and he believes in that. Now, this Everett Wheeler model of quantum physics is also known as the many worlds theory. Now, what does this theory actually say? According to this theory, time has several branches, like a tree, have several streams. Now, what decision you take now, your life would turn to that stream. You will have your outcome accordingly. So according to this theory, there is a time stream for every possible outcome. I know it's gonna make your head spin, but how did I understand this is, there is a series called The Steins Gate, which actually is based on the story of John Teeter. There you will find explanations of everything, whatever I said. So if you are interested, then you can watch the series, and or you can just do your own research on this many worlds interpretation. It's very, very interesting. So he said that just because I came here, like I came back in time and warned you all about a Third World War, now that you know, that's why it didn't happen. By informing you all about about the Third World War, I actually shifted from one war line to the other, from one time stream to the other. So this is very confusing, but once you watch Steins Gate, you will understand it very well. Now, apart from this, he also said that it is his opinion that the UFOs we talk about, UFOs or extraterrestrial beings, they are probably time travelers from very far in the future, and they have superior technology, they have superior time machines. This is his opinion. A lot of people say that John Titor was just an internet hoax, because you see in the 2000 internet is coming up and it is like becoming popular slowly. So people are of the opinion that John Titor's story is probably the first ever successful internet hoax. Now, what do you want to believe? Whether you want to believe John Titor was an actual time traveler or you want to believe it was an internet hoax, it's up to you. That's all for today. Thank you so much for being patient with me and listening to my story. It is very interesting to me. I hope you all also found it interesting. If you like videos like this, and if you want me to continue with this series and do videos like this, then comment down below and maybe share with your friends if you like this and also like this video, and also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell on so that you don't miss any videos that I post. If you have made this far, I love you so much. You really mean a lot to me, and remember to wear your mask, sanitize properly, maintain strict hygiene, and stay safe, every single one of you. I love you so much.